right, Savannah Lee Richardson on the line from Southbound and Down. You can join her right there. It's one of the fan-sided platforms that they recently started to cover the SEC. All right, Savannah, we've got what is emerging as running back U at Georgia, not just in regards to number of players going to the NFL, but they're showing out big time. Nick Chubb had a huge year as a rookie, teaming up with Baker Mayfield to give the Cleveland Browns fans some hope. And then we got Sony Michel, who's still playing football this year because he hooked up with the New England Patriots, and they're always playing this time of year. Then we got Todd Gurley, and wow, the Rams have turned it around, and they're one of the powers in the NFL, and they're playing this Sunday in the Super Bowl in what should be a really good game between the Patriots and the Rams. So most of us caught it earlier this week, and if anyone out there failed to catch it, Todd Gurley was asked about Sony Michel and made some very unflattering comments about basically teaching how to run and to catch when he came to Georgia, and that he recruited him there, and then he had to teach him how to run and catch. So if he still remembers how to run and catch, then he's going to have a big game, something like that. What I thought was kind of interesting is that if Sony Michel couldn't run and catch, why was he recruited by Georgia, and why would Todd Gurley want him to come there? Why didn't he could have picked me to come to Georgia and then taught me how to run and catch. So anyway, Todd Gurley just making a bold stand about showing Sony Michel the ropes and him not being nearly as good a running back until Todd Gurley got a hold of him.
Well, I mean, Todd Gurley, it's kind of like a mentorship, like a big brother, little brother situation. So big brother's going to be able to pull any strings and pick on little brother as much as they can. I have a feeling that Todd Gurley probably did help recruit Sony Michel and get him to Georgia, and he probably did help him perfect his craft and everything. But I have to agree with you as well. Like, coming to Georgia, you have to kind of know how to catch and run the football pretty well to even get a considerably an offer. So I think he's trying to rattle Sony a little bit, trying to make Sony mad, and hopefully I'm so excited to see both of them go, not necessarily head to head, but see who has a better day on the ground and see who can claim themselves as, I don't know, I guess the super ring. And either way, it's going to be a Georgia running back getting a ring. So as a Georgia fan, I'm ecstatic about it. But as a Patriots fan, I'm like, okay, I love you, Todd Gurley, but at the same time, I really want Sony Michel to win because that's the same building that he got beat in the national championship game. Right, yeah. And so it would be awesome to see Sony Michel go in and finally get his ring where he didn't get it in college. Sony Michel has over 1,000 yards on the season, and I never thought that would actually happen at New England because New England, depends on Tom. But I really like what the offensive coordinator at New England has done, kind of mixing it up with him and White, and it's gotten to really see his strengths. But I love that Todd Gurley threw some digs at Sony Michel. Hopefully Sony Michel takes that as bulletin board material and runs with it. I will give you an interesting fact, and I hopefully I am 100% correct on this. This is the 18th year that Georgia has had somebody represent in the Super Bowl, and that is the longest streak. That's one of the longest streaks. I think I saw that stat last weekend with the not last weekend, but the weekend of the conference championships. I saw that stat, and I thought it was really cool that Georgia had the longest streak of an active player in the Super Bowl.
Okay, I am not going to search through NFL rosters for the past 18 years to verify that, so we're going to take your word for it. I think what Todd Gurley said was really stupid. I think it was harmless, so I don't care. It wasn't offensive, like somebody should go nuts, and it wasn't anything, hot button, like you don't say that. It was just trash talking, so it was harmless. I thought it was stupid, but it was harmless. And if I were to make a prediction on the matchup between Gurley and Sony Michel, I will take Sony Michel to have a better game than Todd Gurley.
Yeah, I think Sony has a better offensive line than the Rams do at this point in time. But then also people will probably be like, oh, you're a Patriots fan, because that's why. But in all honesty, Mark, whoever wins, I'm going to be happy because a UGA running back finally getting a ring that they both deserved. So
I'm going to go on the record for saying whoever wins this game, I'm going to be extremely upset, bitter, disappointed, all of that, because neither team should be in the Super Bowl. Neither of these teams should be in the Super Bowl. The Rams, for the obvious reason, because they committed a pass interference that would have given the Saints the win. And then for the Patriots and the Chiefs, D Ford gets called for being like 3 inches off sides. I get it. The official can make the call. I'm not discounting that, but Brady throws the interception and loses the game. I hate when non-football plays, meaning illegal procedure, offsides, especially a personal foul. I know that they have to be called. You have to have rules in the game, and so I don't blame the official, but I just hate when that decides a game. So I think the Chiefs and the Saints should be in the Super Bowl, but that's not the way it played out. So I really don't care who wins this game. I hope it ends in a tie and they are playing another week later and can't end the game. All right, Savannah, I better run. Thanks for joining us to talk some Georgia football.